wait a goddamn minute. Why am I so late to the party? Why didn't I know about Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa, and Teyana Taylor? Baby, what? Oh, you're gonna love me. That shit looks so divine. It's almost look like they was made for each other. Them motherfucking pictures look like they supposed to be in an art museum. Like, that shit looks so fucking French kiss. I am here for it. I am here for it. That gotta be the reason why Lori was like, nah, I'm cool on him. Because you know Lori is not turning down no new bait, baby. She would have ate it up real quick. Oh, I'm just here for it. They look so damn good together. Like, what?
Just when Teyana Taylor thought she was finally stepping into a season of calm and clarity, the earth beneath her feet trembles again. What had started as a hopeful journey between her and Aaron suddenly turned into a full-blown crisis. Out of the digital blue, a leaked voice memo dropped like a bomb, and it ripped through their image like wildfire. The voice was unmistakably Aaron's, and the words, they were painful. He wasn't just expressing disappointment, he was declaring, their relationship a mistake. That one word reverberated across social media and paparazzi headlines alike. For fans who believed in their love story, it shattered everything in seconds. In the audio, Aaron sounds distant and drained, like a man who's finally snapped after holding too much in. There's a heavy tone in his voice, cold, almost clinical. He doesn't sugarcoat it. This with Teyana was a mistake. A pause follows, like he's reliving every memory. Then this. She's not what I thought. Not who he thought. That moment, that bit of hesitation, speaks louder than any statement. It tells you there were expectations, visions, promises that never materialized. It makes you wonder what went wrong when it started, and whether anyone else saw it coming. And then comes the next gut punch. He admits he misses how peaceful life was before. It's as if he's longing for a time when things were quiet, maybe simple, maybe solitary, maybe without Teyana's energy. That single admission is layered, combining regret, nostalgia, and relief all at once. But the most brutal statement comes when he says, all this feels fake. Not some of it, all of it. He sounds like a man admitting he's been living someone else's life, and maybe he started believing it too. The romantic dinners, the streams of supportive comments, the heartfelt captions, they're now overshadowed. Are they all part of a performance? Did Aaron ever truly love her? Or was it cultivated for optics? The tone holds no remorse. There's no sorrow in his voice. There's cold resignation. Then things shift. The leak isn't just a leaked clip. It comes with context, because Aaron's ex decides to speak. She stays anonymous, but her words are loud enough. She posts online, I stayed silent too long. Suddenly, the narrative flips from shocking audio to a history of messy truths. This wasn't a one-off rant. This was decades of feelings fraying behind closed doors. She alleges Aaron used Teyana for her status, her brand, her network. That while their love was public, his loyalty was to his image. Worse, she says he continued texting her in secret, keeping that emotional lifeline dangling. Screenshots? Allegedly, walls of messages. She accuses him of calling Teyana dramatic, painting her emotional authenticity as a flaw. She claims he played victim online, spinning his narrative to capture hearts, to seem wronged. And then, she drops the line that turned social media upside down. This is only the beginning. A warning, a vow, an announcement that more receipts are on standby. Fans are now splitting into tribes. One side calls her reckless, manipulative, jealous. Another side hails her as heroic, a whistleblower for the silent, the unseen, the mistakenly labeled. People are debating whether she's trying to destroy Aaron or reveal the truth. In any case, the conversation is louder than ever, and it's climbing by the hour. And where is Teyana in all of this? Silent, removed, invisible. For a superstar used to speaking truth to power, leaning into her platform, this radio silence speaks volumes. There are no statements, no tearful posts, no trending hashtags from her team. She's not posting, not responding, not defending. She's gone from the grid, and her silence is louder than any clapback could ever be. Fans are digging into old captions, looking for hidden meanings, searching for heartbreak, or maybe even code. Was she dropping hints? Was she warning Aaron or hiding hurt? Or was she blindsided by betrayal, speechless by heartbreak? During her silence, she quietly unfollowed Aaron. No announcement, no drama, just a button click that signified more than words ever could. People are speculating she's talking to lawyers, maybe reviewing contracts, custody options, or rights over shared assets, or even just silence. Every day without her voice is another day of suspicion, of theory crafting, of emotional silence that is louder than any public declaration. Meanwhile, the social feed is an inferno. Twitter is ablaze with Couture Protect Teyana, Us Aaron Exposed, Where is Teyana? TikTok compilations replay the audio buffer by buffer, users freezing frames at every inflection. Instagram detectives pull up past Aaron interviews, sniffing out inconsistencies, text clips where he said he loved her, moments where he promised forever. Reddit threads are debates. Did Aaron feel imprisoned in the spotlight? Asks one. Was Teyana too real for him? Wonders another. The ex-leaker? Some are calling her the hero we didn't know we needed. Others doubt her motives, thinking she's playing for hits, for engagement to stir controversy. Some want her to release the remaining voice notes, claiming the public deserves the full story. Others fear more drama is exactly what the internet craves, but not necessarily what hearts need. Through it all, Aaron's image is crumbling under the crushing public eye. Then, from the most unexpected corner, Iman Shumpert steps into the picture, not with dramatic words or emotional declarations, but with presence so grounded and calm that it instantly commands attention. He doesn't mention Aaron by name, doesn't comment directly on the circulating audio, and yet his message is unmistakably clear. He posts a simple Instagram story that reads, "Karma is a quiet visitor." Just 5 words, that's all it takes. Fans lose their minds. Screenshots of the story spread across platforms within minutes. People start reading between every line, interpreting it as a direct yet graceful call-out. It's not loud, it's not messy, but it cuts deeper because of its subtlety. Iman doesn't raise his voice. He lets the silence say everything. It's the kind of move that doesn't beg for attention, yet receives it in floods. Shortly after, he posts another image, a throwback photo of him and his daughter. The caption? A single word: peace. For fans closely following the drama, this post feels like another precisely aimed message. The word echoes something Aaron himself reportedly said in one of the leaked voice notes, expressing his longing for peace. That parallel is not lost on anyone. It's poetic in a way. While Aaron laments the lack of peace, Iman seems to live in it. And that quiet contrast becomes the loudest statement yet. The reaction online is explosive. People flood the comment sections praising Iman's class and control. This is how a real man moves, some write. He doesn't need to bash anyone, he just lets truth reveal itself. Others call it the cleanest shade ever thrown. It's not about insults, it's about timing, posture, and grace under pressure. Iman becomes, in the eyes of many, the embodiment of calm strength in the midst of chaos. He doesn't swing, he just stands, still, and somehow the entire situation cuts itself apart in his silence. Fans start pulling up old interviews, photos, and clips of Iman, noting how consistent he's been, how he's always moved with a certain groundedness. Some even say they've always believed he knew more than he let on, that while others were caught up in surface-level glamour, he saw through it all. His presence now feels like a steady heartbeat while everything else around is in freefall. As Iman's posts make waves, theories begin to swirl faster than ever. With the leak of Aaron's voice memo, people start piecing together a larger story. Some speculate that Teyana and Aaron actually split weeks ago and that what we're seeing now is just the fallout catching up in public view. According to that theory, the leaked audio wasn't a sudden bomb. It was the final match to a bridge that was already in flames. Others believe the ex who released the memo didn't do it out of malice, but to warn, not just Teyana, but perhaps the public as well. Like lighting a flare before a crash, signaling something deeper going wrong behind the scenes. There's also growing buzz about potential legal issues. If Aaron and Teyana were involved in projects together, shared property, or worst case scenario, if there's a custody situation at play, this drama could quickly evolve into a courtroom battle. The idea of personal heartbreak becoming legal warfare adds another layer of intensity. People wonder if what we're witnessing isn't just a public scandal, but the opening chapter of a much more serious and lasting conflict. But amid all the chaos, one theory emerges that fans can't help but root for, that this mess, this explosion, could somehow lead to a healing of old bonds between Teyana and Iman. Not necessarily in a romantic sense, but as soul friends, co-parents, emotional allies. People love this possibility because it represents something deeper than gossip. It speaks to rebuilding, to maturity, to the kind of quiet love that doesn't need cameras. They imagine them finding common ground again, not for fame or nostalgia, but for the family they've already built. Meanwhile, eyes are turning to Aaron. Everyone expects a full-blown PR rollout at any moment. The apologies, the interviews, the carefully crafted notes from a publicist, perhaps even claims that the audio was manipulated or taken out of context, maybe a teary podcast appearance, or a remorseful caption paired with a black and white photo. But what if it's not a misunderstanding? What if more voice notes are waiting to be released? What if this is only the beginning? The potential for escalation is high. With each day, the possibility of a new leak, a new reveal, a new emotional reaction keeps the internet on edge. People aren't just watching anymore, they're emotionally invested. Every update feels like a turning point. Every silence is deafening, every word carries weight, and through it all, the hunger for truth only deepens. At its core, this isn't just about celebrity drama. It's about vulnerability laid bare, about the unraveling of public personas, about trust broken in front of millions. One voice memo has managed to shift entire perceptions. One simple Instagram story has reignited faith in someone who many thought had faded quietly into the background. This is about how quickly narratives can change, how easily love can be questioned, and how hard it is to repair what's been exposed. Teyana, for her part, remains mostly quiet. But people are watching closely. One post from her, one quote, one live video could realign the entire story. The same goes for Aaron's ex. If she's holding on to more, the timing of the next leak could send everything spinning again. Nothing feels certain right now, except that the story isn't over. Not even close. Every hour brings new speculation, heartbreak, and hope. Every post could be a clue, every silence a statement. And in the middle of it all, what people really want is clarity. Not just about who said what, but about who they should still believe in. So what now? If you're still here like this video, drop your thoughts below. Are you Team Teyana? Team X? Still got love for Aaron? And make sure you subscribe and hit the bell, because this isn't a one-time drop. It's a saga, a story, a real-life drama unfolding in front of our eyes. One violent tremor from the past can take down an empire or build a new one. And with this scandal, one more voice memo could either bring redemption or burn it all down.